All right, Cameron. Here we go with today's value or principle. Today's one comes from Dr.Henry Cloud, signed off by Cameron Wilson. Oh, and I literally made this one a year ago today, October 5th, 2020. Give up your demand to have it all together right now. So, give up your demand to have it all together right now. I think what that means, or I feel like it's kind of both. I'm gonna have a feeling portion, I'm gonna have a thinking portion, because again, I don't have it together, so I got to take them one step at a time. And so, if I had a demand of things, it's like if I could just speak it, command it, control, demand, like all of those type of words are like executing or influencing type of words, which they act on society and they act on my environment, they act on my people. I know myself, my own personal actions, the world at large, and having it all together means, I have all right there is kind of vague. So it's like, what do you want? What do you feel like? What do you think you need? What do you want to look like? My body, what do I want my body to look like? What do I want my relationships to look like? What do I want my bank account to look like? What do I want my personality to look like? My conversation to look like? What do I want my fashion to look like? What do I want the things that I care about or that I have conscious awareness of to look like? I can't speak on the subconscious because the subconscious probably all is together, because you're unaware that there's a separation. And that's where your conscious mind comes in, because it is the separation from your subconscious. So when I give up the demand to have it all together, I think that I believe it allows God to come in and to say, what do you need to do now? What are you equipped to do at the moment? What can you do that will move the ball forward to get you to where you're going? And I just had this thought in my mind that the reason that I haven't been eating is because in many ways I'm lacking some sense of significance in the fact that, like, why should I be here? Why do I want to be here? And having it all together right now would be, I know what that significance is. And I'm demanding to have it, which is why I'm like, if I won't eat until I know it. But if I give that demand up and just say, I'm insignificant, and just focus on what I actually can do to have myself together. And when I say myself, I'm including my bodily health. Health is my wealth. Have my health and wealth together, everything that is within my means of what I can, what I have the time, or the capacity for. That creates the energy, the necessity, and it only moves the ball forward because I'm not, put it like this, I'm not forcing the situation. And when I say that, there's like a couple different ways when it comes to power. Power is either an expression or it's something that you have to impose, an imposition, right? So if I'm demanding something, like, I have to impose that onto the world at large. But if it's simply an expression, it's a part of who I am, how I do things, how I be things. So me demanding something that is out there is imposing on what I have in here. Ooh. Like, I'm like, whoa, is that how it works? Outside demands impose on what you already are capable of because you're not paying attention. And when you give up the demand of fill in the blank, and you just think about what can I express? What is already given for me, to me? What do I have before me? What can I create, work, manipulate, arrange, explore, delve into? Things come together. the desire to have it right now, all of it, is the desire to be one with God. And you are already one with God. Having it right now, though, in a material world that we live in, isn't feasible. Like particles cannot coexist at the same time and at the same moment in space and time. So it just takes a little bit of time for things to come into my reality. So when I give up the demand to have my whole life happen for me right now, because that's really what I'm demanding. If I have it all, I would had it all, my whole life, everything that would ever be in my life, or whatever, everything that would fill in the blank, right? And I usually go big concept with these type of things, but even if it was just like for instance, making these videos for my values, me demanding to have them all right now, that's a natural yearning, but I need to give up the demand. Like I have to put this. Demand is such a forceful word, and it sometimes it creates anxieties because it's like there's a gap inside of us or a hole where when I create this video, it now fills that hole that was there because the video wasn't created. But if I gave up on creating the video or needing to create the video, the gap wouldn't be there. So when I created it, it would just build on top of myself, and I wouldn't feel like I was missing out on something I didn't have because I didn't desire to have it. So that demand, it imposes desires on myself or us as people. So if I just give up the demands and just steadily move along at whatever pace I'm able to move along at, things will come together. Giving up my demand to have it all together right now, I think it's healthy, because if I had it all together, that would mean like all the businesses I would ever create, I would already have them. And what fun would that be? What challenge would that be? All the money I would ever have, I would already have it. All the influence I would ever have, all the power I would have, all the family members I would ever have. And the truth of the matter is, I already have them right now, at this moment in time. So demands are, they're acting on something in the future that haven't happened. But life happens right now. Life happens here, in the moment. And when we reflect on the past, we realize the things we wanted in the past, we have now. Listen to that. The things we wanted in the past, we have now. Like, I wanted this phone I'm making this video on. I have now. I have it now. So, giving up the demand, I believe, releases yourself from a burden. And what that really does is it actually allows you to move towards what you want, or what you want to have together quicker. Like if it's my body, giving up the demand to have that perfect, I don't even want to say perfect, but okay, I say perfect. It's the most natural thing. That perfect bodybuilding, muscle density body right now allows me to spend time on what I'm able to accomplish when it comes to my goals, like the flexibility, my nutrition, my calisthenics, weightlifting, and the actual steps to get there. Give up your demand to have it all together right now. This one, I could go on and on. This one comes from Dr.Henry Cloud, signed off by yours truly. And yeah, farewell.